What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about whether or not there is still a small miscommunication, or I guess even tension, between our max contract player in Zach LaVine and our head coach in Billy Donovan. Now, at the end of the day, I really can't believe I'm making this type of video, because I genuinely thought all of that miscommunication that we've been seeing over the course of the season, all of that tension that we've kind of been seeing throughout the season has, I thought was gone, completely gone, because he started winning. Zach LaVine was stepping up, Billy Donovan was trusting him and actually asking him to do more of what he was doing and stuff like that. I really thought the tension would have been gone between the two, but at the end of the day, every now and then, we're seeing subtle hints from either Zach LaVine or Billy Donovan suggesting that there's something going wrong between the two, at least, and they're not doing what each other wants to do. So I kind of want to talk about that in this video. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to The Bull Show. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about whether or not you believe the tension between Billy Donovan and Zach LaVine will be a big problem for the Bulls in the long term. I think this is a very difficult video to make, because at the end of the day, you have to look at both sides, and I can honestly understand both sides of the coin here. If you look at Billy Donovan, right, he's called the last play against the Washington Wizards, and I think many people can agree, whatever he decided to do, Zach LaVine went against. If he was just going to give the ball to Zach and let him shoot a contested three and whatnot, if that was the play, Zach LaVine went against the play. He decided to take a step in. Obviously, he thought he got fouled. I bet you the 2-minute report will say Zach LaVine got fouled. He took a midi. At the end of the day, it didn't even go in, so it doesn't really matter at that point. But Zach LaVine went against the play, and Billy Donovan, you could tell, was not necessarily very happy with that, and he suggested that the play was for a 3-point shot. So at the end of the day, Zach LaVine went against the play, and I'm pretty sure there are a couple of things that Billy Donovan wants Zach LaVine to do that Zach LaVine might not be doing at the best level. So at the end of the day, you can understand it from from Billy Donovan's perspective. A player not necessarily doing what you ask for them to do, that's very hard to coach. You turn to Zach LaVine's perspective. The guy got benched against the Orlando Magic when he was having one of his worst games of the NBA season in the fourth quarter. He disagreed with that. I personally agreed with that, but from Zach LaVine's perspective, I can understand why he'd be upset with that. He's had constant little small hints saying that he and Billy Donovan don't necessarily always see eye to eye. Obviously, there's a big talking point and a big story way back when the Bulls front office and the whole Bulls organization and Zach LaVine don't necessarily see eye to eye about the future of the team as well. That obviously involves Billy Donovan. So I do think there is miscommunication and some tension between the two. You can even see sometimes Zach LaVine's demeanor when he's coming back into the court talking to Billy Donovan, kind of just like, okay, something like that. You know what I mean? If you watch it against the Wizards, at least that's what I felt. When I saw Billy Donovan talking to Zach LaVine before the final shot, Zach LaVine kind of just shrugged it off like it was nothing in many ways. And maybe I'm reading too much into that, but from my perspective at least, the way that I felt when I saw that, I'm starting to believe that there is some tension between the two. Which side of the coin do you want to be on? Do you want to be on Zach LaVine's side and say that Billy Donovan has not necessarily been the best coach and that we're going to need better to get the best out of this team? Or are you going to go to the coaching side, Billy Donovan's side, and saying that players should not go against the play when it's being drawn up for them, or that player power should not be more important than the coach and stuff like that? And I really don't know. And I don't think it's at that point, but you got to understand this might be the beginning of a very serious topic of discussion. Maybe it won't be, and I'm really hoping that it won't be. But Zach LaVine just signed his max contract. Very, 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 very rare that you're going to see Zach LaVine get traded out of his max contract in the first season at least. But we've extended Billy Donovan. And judging on past experiences, we're not going to fire Billy Donovan and pay him out his entire contract when he's basically in a new contract right now. So these two problems are not going anywhere. Billy Donovan is not going anywhere. Whether we like it or not, very, very unlikely he's going anywhere. Zach LaVine is in his first year of his max contract. Very unlikely he's going anywhere. So even if you pick a side, personally, it doesn't matter, because they're both going to be here. And if they can't seem to find a way to, I guess, understand each other a little bit more and come to agreements with each other a little bit more, then I feel like we're going to see a lot of problems with these two in the future, and I think the problems will escalate and continue to grow, and that's something that I don't want to see. So I do believe there's tension between the two. I do believe there's miscommunication between the two. Zach LaVine has agreed with Billy Donovan's, decisions, and obviously Zach LaVine has went against Billy Donovan's plays from time to time. So there's clearly some, even if it's small, miscommunication or a disagreement in some ways. And that's okay in sports. You can't agree with everything everyone says, but you got to talk about it. You got to verbally communicate these things. And if that's not happening behind the scenes, behind closed doors, these tensions, these disagreements, these, going against the plays and whatnot will continue to grow. And then you might see a Jim Boylan level problem with Zach LaVine, how they both literally do not see eye to eye, and you can really tell that they do not like each other. Again, I might be dragging this a little bit out of proportion. Let me know in the comments below if I am. But I really do believe that's going to be a big problem for this Bulls team if they can't figure it out. Just judging by what I saw today with that Wizards game, even the post-game comments from Billy Donovan saying basically what the play was, I feel like it could potentially get worse if we don't, stop the problem now. And we will not see these guys leave. We will not see Zach leave. We will not see Billy leave. So they've got to figure it out. And they're going to figure it out together. That's the only way. Steps forward in the direction of positivity and agreeing with each other once again. Let's wait and see. Obviously, if I'm wrong, the Bulls will prove me wrong throughout the whole course of the regular season. They'll be able to play and have the right plays called for them. They'll have, obviously, the right adjustments and whatnot called for them as well. And the plays will execute. And then I'll be wrong. And then happy days. I wish, this is one of the only times I actually wish that I am wrong. But I'm starting to believe this is a problem that could potentially grow. And many people will say in the comments that this is not a big problem, it's not a big deal and whatnot. There's always something that grows from the very beginning. What seems like now as not a big deal, in a year's time when they're both still here, if the Bulls still are losing, will turn into a big deal. It always starts when you don't expect it to start. It always starts when you think it's not a big deal, and that's how it grows into a massive deal. So the Bulls got to stop it now before it gets too big to the point where one of them will have to go. Wait and see. Maybe I'm just crazy. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. I actually have something to say. There's a good chance I might not be making a Bulls video tomorrow. I'm going to a wedding, essentially, my friend's wedding. And because of that, there is a good possibility there will be no video out tomorrow. I will try my very best to make it before the wedding, but there's no chance I'm going to make it afterwards. So, again, we'll wait and see what happens. I'll see you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen, whatever that may be. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.